All right. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whenever you're listening to this recording. We are so excited that you're here. We're so excited that you're taking the chance just to learn. I think that is step one, right? Like being willing to listen and learn to an opportunity that has really greatly impacted all of us. So thank you for being here. My name is Katie. I'm one of the coaches that's going to be talking to you. I'll introduce myself now. I am a full-time corporate employee. I work remotely for a supply chain for a big chemical company. I have a very demanding job. When I started coaching, it was 4 years ago already. I had two kids at the time, and I literally couldn't add one more thing to my plate, but I knew I needed something for my own personal journey. I was struggling postpartum with my kids and with my job. I couldn't make to the gym regularly. Like I had no idea what I was doing. So I did a program. And when I came home from a business trip in Switzerland, I was getting my teeth cleaned, and my dental hygienist was like, "What are you doing? Like, I can tell you're doing something." And I shared with her like everything because I thought it was such a game changer. Like, this whole accountability group aspect of it had changed the game for me. And she's like, "I need to do this. Like, how do I do it?" So I contacted my coach and I was like, "Hey, my dental hygienist like wants in our group. Can you get her hooked up?" And she was like, "Why don't you do it?" And I was like, "I don't have time for that. Like, I legit don't have time for that. I have a full-time job. I have kids at home. Like, I don't have time." And she's like, "I'll help you coach her. You can just earn the commission off of it. Like, you brought her to me. You might as well earn it." So I did. I signed her up, and then I started to think like, okay, maybe I could just pay a little for my supplements. Like, I loved the way I felt with the shakes. So maybe I could just pay for those. My husband watches every penny that comes in and out of our account. And let's just say it snowballed from there. I'll spare you all the details, but I'm now obsessed with this business, obsessed with the opportunity it's brought my family, and forever grateful that I gave it a chance. So tonight we're going to pass it through talking about just a little quick overview of what this partnering opportunity is, and the different levels of it, because it changes and it's fluid and it can be really tailored to you. So I'm going to pass it to Janelle. Mute myself here.
Welcome. Good evening. I am Janelle, and I too have a full-time 40 plus 50-hour week job that is super demanding for a local business in charge of all the money. So I have a very demanding job, and I too watched my coach for several months, and I always had it in the back of my head, like, could I do this? I don't know. But finally, one day I just said, hey, I might be interested, but let me think on it. So I don't have time to be on here all day. I have four kids, four grandkids. I just have a super busy life. But to make a long story short about my journey, it started, I'm kind of backtracking, but it started about 3 years ago. My son said he was going to get married, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I do not want to have those photos and look back at those for the rest of my life at a very important time and look the way I did. I did not feel comfortable. I was super uncomfortable. The heaviest I had ever been, just very not happy with where I was at in life. And so I actually started with a very restricted diet plan and did that. I had lost some weight, but I was the most uncomfortable that I had ever been. And so after the wedding, I had gotten to where I wanted to, met my goal. And I thought, you know what? If I did this, I need something more. I had not exercised at all. I did not like the restrictions. I couldn't have fruit, no carbs, you name it. And so I started searching and wanted to find something that just encompassed everything. And I found this company and watched my coach over and over, and she inspired me, encouraged me. And so almost 2 years ago, I signed up and did it. And then the whole coaching partner thing came to be, and I absolutely love it. I love helping women be their very best. I'm going to be 50 this year. So I always had it in the back of my head that I'm too old. I can't do this. And honestly, I'm in the best shape of my entire life. I feel the best. Um, and I am in the best shape. I have to have a new hip in June, and I'm super excited because when my doctor looked at me and said, "You are the perfect patient. You're strong. You're in the best shape. I love patients like you. In and out. I'm going to have you done. You're going to feel amazing." It was so worth every minute, and I was super excited. So that's kind of my story. And how how I share and inspire with others daily is people think, "Oh my gosh, you have to be on your phone. You have to be doing this every day." I literally just share my life as I do life. And I I work in pockets of time. I work in I'm going to show it because I love this, my tracker, that I schedule time. I'm super organized and that helps me. But I basically have times that I work and times that I don't. And I'm very disciplined to that because I have a family. And that just helps me stay focused. And I am not doing this every minute of every day. That's what I love about this. Um, I love actually just sharing my meals, sharing the encouragement messages to people. I get a lot of messages. "Oh my gosh, thank you so much for inspiring me. You're so encouraging." And that's what it's all about. And I'm helping other women be successful when they thought there was no other option. So that's kind of a day in the life of what we do. It's just we live life and help everybody. So I guess I'm going to pass it to Chandler.
Sorry, I was trying to unmute myself. Okay, so I'm Chandler. I am a stay-at-home mom. I'm also a military wife. And I have been doing the Beachbody programs for a while, a long time, since my first son was born. But I never had a coach. I never followed along. And then one day I came to Katie and was like, I need some accountability. I need somebody to kind of push me. Like, she asked me if I wanted to sign up with her, and I absolutely did. I switched over to her team. And then after like following along for a couple of weeks, I was like, I kind of think I might want to coach. And it was the best decision I've ever made. I was, nervous to like share my story online or anything like that. But since I've started doing that, I have just like felt my confidence. I've seen my confidence like it soar. Like I've never thought that I could feel like this. Um, so that's kind of my story. But I wanted to talk a little bit about our business tracker. So when I did first start, I was basically like, all right, like, what do I do now? Like, I've never ran my own side of a business before. Like, what do I do? And I was directed to our back office where there's a ton of information. But in there, there's also a checklist. And the checklist is a broken down step-by-step guide on what you're going to do every single day. So every single day it's like cleared out and you have something to do. There's a lot of variations out there of the checklist, but you can kind of like modify it to what works for your specific goals. The first thing on there though is going to be the most important thing. That's starting with yourself. You're going to share your journey. You're going to show what these workouts and what this company has done for you. We all know how good we feel, and we're just going to share it. Basically what Janelle just said. The next steps are inviting and connecting with people. This business is all about engaging with different people. And then there's also a section for personal development. So one really cool thing about this company is they don't just focus on like your physical health, but they also focus on your mental health, which I personally never worked for a company like that in my life. So it's just kind of like a really cool place. You have a spot in your day every day for personal development. The checklist is just a really great way to stay on track with your business. It does give some timing recommendations, but you basically can modify them to what works for you. I'm going to pass it over to Heather.
I actually think I'm taking this one back. So I am going to talk now about how to make money in this business. So it feels kind of like no one wants to talk about this side of it and how you make money. And honestly, it's like one of the most exciting parts about the business. I love that our focus is to work on ourselves, but it's really, really cool when you say, I am making my health and fitness journey my job. Like it is my job to feel great. It's my job to have high energy, to be more patient with my kids, to feel super confident for my husband, for myself. Like that's my job. And that's the coolest thing ever. So we have lots of a very, very comprehensive compensation plan, which is really, really cool. But it breaks down, here's some like bullet points for you to make it simple. We earn obviously a commission off of anybody you help get started. So when you get started, you start with a package that gets you access to everything, and we make a percentage on those commissions. Now, if you did the math on that, and you're like, man, I would have to help so many people to hit my income goals, right? Maybe you want to replace a corporate income. Maybe you want to pay for a car payment. Maybe you want to take a big vacation. But fortunately, we don't have to grind in that commission space as the only way to earn income. And that for me has been the biggest eye opener, the biggest shift. Actually, the biggest piece of my paycheck these days comes from these weekly team bonuses. And what they are is something that we do together as an entire team. We can build these volume banks. And as you start to hit your very first rank in the company, which is helping just 2 people. So the first rank is super quick to hit, super easy to hit. You help 2 people, you unlock the ability to earn these these weekly bonuses, and they just accrue and they get bigger and they get bigger. And these are how you can earn a paycheck when you go on vacation. Maybe you take a day off. Maybe you decide you're going to unplug for a day or whatever the case may be, and you can still continuously earn a paycheck. And that's really, really cool. And then we also have quarterly team bonuses. These range anywhere from about $600 to $30,000 a quarter. And then you can earn all of them, right? So you can earn like $50,000 a quarter up to by hitting different ranks in the business. So that's a really fun incentive to kind of drive your business forward. I know that we're all motivated by something different, right? You have to find out what really motivates you. For me, my family has a history of diabetes. I want to live a long time, but we also have big financial goals. And so making these things like a goal of mine help me show up on the daily, right? Like every single day to keep showing up, because you start to realize that there's no like big magic sauce to success. It's literally just little behaviors that you're doing day in and day out. And that's both in your fitness journey and in your business. So that's pretty cool. And then the last one that's on here is that we do have an opportunity to earn free customer leads. So if somebody goes to the website and they just sign up like Chandler did and was like, I'm just going to do this on my own. I'm not signing up with anybody. They get assigned, an affiliate to be connected to, and you become an opportunity to earn those at a certain rank in the business as well. And I've probably more than half of my client base is from these free customer leads. It's been a huge, huge blessing to my business, and a really fun piece to grow your paycheck when you're not even doing any work for it. Essentially, they just show up in your back office and then you get paid, which is pretty amazing. So with that, I wanted to go over these 4 levels of commitment. So when you sign up, you purchase this package. I just want to start by saying, no matter which of these options you choose of the 4, the package price is the same. Okay. So when you get started, the package price is exactly the same in any 4 of these. So as a customer, that's ideally for somebody who's like, I'm not even sure that I'm going to do this for more than 1 month. I'm just going to try it for this very first month. I don't want any discounts. I don't want anything more. I just want access to the challenge group for this month, the coaching, and I don't want to pay any monthly fees because I don't know if I'm going to like this. That's where I would guide someone to sign up as a customer. If there's somebody who's like, I'm going to commit to an 8-week program, like more than a month, or I know I'm going to love these products, or I'm so excited for Energize and I can't live without it, then you're going to receive 25% off all of your future purchases as a preferred customer. So for a lot of people, they will start there because they're like, all right, just get me signed up with that discount. It doesn't cost more to get that discount initially. So let me be a preferred customer. That's somebody who loves the monthly challenge groups, wants to keep in them every single month, but only wants to focus on their own personal journey. There's a $16 a month membership fee to get that 25% discount, but it's like a Costco membership. It definitely pays for itself just in your savings, but an incredible option for somebody who doesn't want to earn an income and just wants to focus on themselves. Then we jump up to level 3, and that's our affiliate option. So this is somebody who everything of a preferred customer, but you have the ability to then share your workouts, share the products with either your friends, your family, on social media, in person, through text, through conversation, or like me, through your dental hygienist as you're getting your teeth cleaned, right? Like somebody who just wants to share the whatever it is that you're loving and have an income potential. Oh, there's a typo there. How you like that? It sees an income potential. So you can share the links, you can share the products, and you can earn an income that way. Somebody who loves the idea of a side hustle business based on their health and fitness journey. If you love the idea of this like side hustle additional income, again, still has that exact same $16 a month membership fee, just like the preferred customer, but now you have an opportunity to earn an income. There is no quota. There's no requirement. You don't get penalized or have to pay or have to stock inventory. This is just if you want the opportunity to maybe make an income, you can go the affiliate route. And then the next level, so level 4 is our coach. So that's what, all 4 of us would consider ourselves a coach. We're everything of an affiliate. We have the ability to share links and share the products and help our friends and families get started. But we also have this desire to build a team of life-changing individuals. We want to make a big impact on the world. Somebody who wants to earn trips and prizes and cash and all of the other opportunities that coaching has to offer. Somebody who sees the potential to create total financial freedom with this opportunity, which is really, really powerful. Insert income disclaimer. This is all based on your individual efforts and diligence and skill set. There's no guaranteed money. You want good money, you have to work for it, right? This business does require work, but it's also somebody who's not afraid to hustle for the life of their dreams. And the amount of typos in this, can you tell that I typed like it very quickly? I will definitely correct that. But somebody who's not afraid to hustle. We are here to work. We're here to do it. But we are also all very busy people. Some of us are moms, some of us have grown kids, some of us are grandmas, some of us have new babies at home. Nobody is sitting around like, I have an extra 8 hours in the day that I have absolutely nothing to do. I would please love something to do. Nobody's like that, right? We're all very busy. But we also see the value in this, right? Like we are better people. Every one of us can say that because of this opportunity. We have inspired people, and that makes it worth it. Just for somebody to say, you inspired me, you helped me get out of bed today. That's incredible. And then the financial piece of it that comes with it. My husband and I, we create a vision board every single year. We put things on there. Last year, we put on there to pay off our mortgage. When I was able to check that off my vision board, my mind was blown because I had heard like create a vision board and then you'll have to dream even bigger. And I'm like, yeah, right. Like, okay, whatever. I'll put all these big things on there. When you actually start checking them off, it really drives you to want to hustle more, right? Like I am starting to see the real life implication of my hard work compounding. And that is so exciting to me that I just want to share this opportunity with everybody. I started with a goal of just, sharing with busy moms this opportunity to like actually do a health and fitness routine that made sense with busy kids and a busy life. And then it turned into even more like now I want to help women bring in an income that's going to change their life. Like there is an opportunity here to build a business that makes you so proud. There's nothing I love more than Thursday morning when my husband asks me, what did we make this week? Like this is our business together. I'm the face of it, but he knows everything behind the scenes and we get to share that win every Thursday. And I just absolutely love it. Last thing I want to say before I hand it over to Heather, this is a very fluid track. So if you decide to start as a customer and you're like, boom, I want to be a coach. And then you're like, no, I'm just going to be an affiliate. Or you sign up as a preferred customer and you're like, oh, I want to coach. you can slide all over this track. You can see the preferred customer affiliate and coach route all have a $16 a month membership fee. There's absolutely no difference between the three of them. They're all going to get you the 25% discount. It's just how much money you want to make with the business that decides which of those routes you go. So I'm going to pass it over to Heather.
Hi, everyone. Good evening from Texas. My name's Heather, and I'm so excited to be chatting with y'all today. I'm kind of like the caboose tonight, but I have been in this business for about 16 months now, which seems like a long time, but it really has flown by. I actually started whenever I was about 7 months postpartum. I felt to be like super blunt, I felt really lost in my life. I was working part-time and was attempting to also be a stay-at-home mom full-time, and was struggling to like keep up with each thing. Wasn't really prioritizing myself, and I really felt that in my body and my mental health and just my overall tiredness. And my husband and I, to be really vulnerable, had quite the income gap that we had from having a new baby. And I had watched my coach and seen what she was doing. And I actually like did not respond to any of her messages for quite some time, but still like creeped on her. And I told my husband, like, hey, I think that I want to do this like fitness and nutrition thing. And he goes, okay, well, like, I don't think we can afford that. And I was like, yeah, you're right. And I probably won't stick to it anyways. And I thought, you know, what if I took the business opportunity instead? What if I chose to give myself that ultimate accountability by inviting other people to do this with me? And what if I could make money like just like being on my own health and fitness journey? And so I actually like dove head first right in. Kind of a weird one. I did not like have any results or anything before I started. I literally like didn't even really know what I was signing up for. I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. And like honestly, I was at the point where like, what did I have to lose? And I had everything to gain. I actually don't work part-time anymore. I'm a full-time stay-at-home mom with my dear baby girl, thanks to this wonderful business opportunity. And it brings me to tears. So I'm so grateful for that. But this just has been incredible. So if you have listened to this call and you have heard everything that we've had to say so far, like you're probably wondering, what do we do next? And basically, we have a next level accountability group that's kicking off on Monday. This is a piece that means so much to me as a person. It's like the most incredible community. And I was really afraid that I like wouldn't know what to do because I didn't even know what I was signing up for. And this group is where you're going to find all of that out. You're going to be walked with every step of the way. You're going to have mentors there with you, not just one, but multiple of us are going to be in there helping you through like exactly step by step what all you need, and there to answer your questions in real time for whatever you need. You're going to be in our incredible coach community chat pods, where you're going to be surrounded by women who also have big goals, who probably never dreamed this big, but do now. And you can be a part of that as well. Let me say, it's amazing. You'll be a part of our community, and then we want you to jump right into your like first program. So we'll pick a program for you to like go all in with. So like fitness and nutrition, and just like trust the process. I remember being really scared to pick that, but we'll help you out according to like what your goals are and what you want to accomplish. And then from there, you just share your journey, just like everybody else said. Like you just share your life in the realness that it is. And you know, you really can kind of share what you want to share. You don't have to share everything. You don't have to like give people a whole back behind the scenes into your life. But sharing your journey, sharing your fitness and your nutrition, and just about like how you're growing as a person really is the secret sauce to changing lives. And like just being like a genuine social person is really what this job's all about. So that's what's next. Make sure to reach out to whoever either invited you to this call or sent it to you, and be sure to ask like all of your questions, and ask and see kind of what the next best step is for you. Katie, I'll pass it to you if there's another slide.
Yeah, so now we wanted to just open this up for any questions that may have come in to any of the coaches prior to this call. I don't know if anybody had any that they wanted to address, or if anybody had any questions that we could answer before we stop the recording and send this out. Did anybody have any questions?
So I did have somebody ask me about, we kind of touched on it, but sharing about their a whole personal life online. It's not something that they're wanting to do. How do they run this business without sharing everything that they do online?
Yeah, I love this question because we share, if you follow any of us on social media, it probably appears that we are on social media nonstop, that we are on our phones nonstop. And I think that that's really cool. Once you realize from the inside that that's not accurate at all. We're in full control of what we share of our lives and of our stories. And actually, we encourage everyone on this team to even take a full 24-hour hiatus from sharing, right? Like give yourself 24 hours, whether, a lot of us, that's Saturday, we're with our families, and Sunday we're getting up and we're spending family time. So we take all of that time off social media. Our followers don't even often know that or don't even realize that. Same thing throughout the day. I don't share a lot of my life, but I choose to share things that are going to provide value for my followers, things that are going to be relatable for them to be able to relate to me as a person. And then definitely the obvious, workout fitness type things. But even to that, if posting a workout in a sports bra feels uncomfortable for you, then don't share it. We want to be very, very authentic and share the things that feel right. Now, that doesn't mean that everything is comfortable, right? When you start sharing your story on social media, it's scary. I didn't even have Instagram before I started. It's scary to start, but you quickly realize when you get that very first message, like, I saw your workout this morning and it helped me get up and push play on my workout. It's like, okay, then I'm going to show up tomorrow because I know people are watching. And for me, selfishly, coaching was like the reason I stayed accountable on my own personal journey to develop the discipline I have now. I did not have it. It was coaching that gave me it. And for that, I'm forever thankful. But back to the social media thing, you're in control. You get to share. And we do, as a team, help you identify what makes sense throughout the day, how often you should be sharing tips and pointers to share things. We also, often will on Sundays sit down and do a quick little planning, like this is my plan for the week, so that you don't have to spend a bunch of time during the busy week to figure out what you're posting. It just becomes kind of a part of your routine. And that's been really helpful too. Very good question. Any other questions before we pop off?
I had one that came in asking, or like their concern was, what if I'm not in shape yet? Like, what if I haven't gotten like my results yet? I do hope that I kind of answered that a little bit with my story. I had no results and I was at like my worst shape ever whenever I started sharing. So that's definitely not the case. I would also say that there's a lot of value in sharing through the process. It actually makes you a lot more relatable. People don't really relate to people that have like six-pack abs every day, but they relate to someone who is like either looks like them or is in a similar journey, is needing modifications and having to take it slow, because that's more real and that's more realistic, and that relatability really is invaluable. So definitely don't have to be in like perfect shape.
I remember when I first started sharing my journey and I was so miserable in my own body, right? Like I was very uncomfortable in the way I looked. The minute I shared my first workout, I was like, that's the last time I'll feel like that because today I'm better, right? And then the next day I would post my workout and I'd be like, that's the last time I'm going to feel like that because tomorrow I'm going to be better. And there was nothing more motivating for me than sharing my workout online at the beginning of my journey, knowing that the next day I was going to be better than that. And the next day I was going to be better than that. Or like a little bit bigger picture, a lot of our stuff we do is in programs, right? Like in a 3-week block or a 4-week block. So to take a before picture and then know that there's going to be progress in 4 weeks. And then here's where it like really, really hit me. Like that picture is now my new before picture. And I was always going to be better. And that was really, really exciting for me. Any other questions?
Okay, one last question that was given to me. Do you have to like, people see us like post our transformations in sports bras very often or do our workouts in sports bras? Is that a requirement? Like, do you have to be in a sports bra?
Yeah, I think we've all had that question and probably all had that question. And the answer is absolutely not. Your transformation photos for one, you don't even have to post transformation photos if they make you uncomfortable. Not everybody is in this for a weight loss. Some people are looking to gain weight. Some people just want to gain strength. And not everybody is in it for a big weight loss. So those transformations become kind of irrelevant when you're trying to compare those types of things, even though I promise you're going to also see a physical transformation. But a lot of times a transformation can look like a picture of you hiding behind somebody to take a group shot, and then a picture of you by yourself independently in the picture. It doesn't matter what you're wearing. You don't require a sports bra to show the confidence difference in you in those two pictures. And I think that the fitness industry is beat up so heavily for this physical transformation, in that it's all about having this physical physique. And for us, we take so much pride in the mental health aspect of it, that sharing transformations in your confidence, transformations in the way you feel, transformations in your energy level is way more powerful and way more impactful than a transformation in your bikini. So another really good question.
Perfect. Thank you, Katie.
You're welcome. All right. Well, if you do have any more questions at this point that we didn't touch on tonight, please reach out to the coach who sent you this call. They would be happy to answer them and get you all the questions and answers that you have. We know you have them. That's very, very normal. We all still have them. I'm 4 years into this business and I still ask questions, because in a business like this, where you're literally opening your own business, you've got to be willing to fail forward, which means you've got to be willing to constantly learn and ask questions and grow. And that's how you get better. And that's how you improve. And that's the most exciting part of it. So thanks again for joining us tonight. We're really, really excited to talk with you and to see you in the Next Level Accountability chat next week. It's going to be fire, and we can't wait to see you there.